Hi, my name is Darren Joseph from HTJ.tax. We're the team that seeks to demystify that sometimes confusing world of international tax. Today we have the honor and privilege of speaking with Christophe. Christophe, can you please introduce yourself?
First of all, thank you for having me, Darren. So I'm Christophe Numa. I'm a French citizen based in Singapore for over 10 years now. And I'm specializing in wealth management, exactly wealth protection and wealth mobility in gold investment.
Fantastic. And again, understanding it depends on your situation and depends on what you're planning for, which acts of man, which acts of God. Generally speaking, what safe zones do you like that you are partial to globally?
It's mostly what zone do I have access to?
Right.
It's because let's say that I want to access UK, right? Just say UK, but it could be Europe or Schengen area. Maybe I will not be able to get a residency of a passport of UK. Since UK have some ties with other countries and some bilateral agreement, I can have a passport or residency from another country which give me access to UK. And this is how it has to be, how we have to think about it. If, for example, it's not easier to get straight away a French passport, which country France is working on in order to, for me, go into France and after being able to stay there? This is how we are thinking about it. And on my personal case, what is important, it's to be able to go across bridge, right? Because we are seeing that now countries are doing their blocks all together and putting bridge. Western part of Europe, even we can associate China and the eastern part of Europe with Russia and China, getting ties with Europe. We see that. And the idea is, how can I be able to go to China, to go to Russia, to go to Europe without being a target for the government and say, no, you cannot enter there, no, you cannot go there. How can I still do my business without impacted by this geopolitical situation? Basically, as I was saying, what I'm looking for is to be sure that I still have access to Europe. This is mostly for also stability, but in the meantime, I want to be where the business is growing and things are happening. I'm in Asia. So I still keep this. We have Middle East with Dubai.
Yeah.
So this is why I have this residence from Dubai and in Europe and in Central Asia. So being able to still cross the bridge. And this is what I will mostly recommend, and we still talk with clients. Are we able to cross the bridge? This is it.
Okay. From my point of view, I'm a real fan of serious diversification, right? I think one's portfolio should include access to North America, Latin America, Europe, Schengen area. You know, you want to be in the best of the best, Middle East, as well as Africa, and Asia. So, you know, you just cover all your bases. So no matter what, you're good.
We're in Africa.
So that's the point. So in terms of so-called safe zones, I think it's all about the southern hemisphere because the big areas of geopolitical risk, and even in terms of weather or climate-related risk, arguably seem to be up north. You know, you have the typhoons and cyclones and hurricanes and stuff like that. So I prefer the southern hemisphere. In terms of South America, I like Argentina, Paraguay, Chile, outside of the major urban areas, of course, countryside. In terms of Africa, to answer your question, I like islands. And again, having spent a chunk of my life in the Caribbean, maybe that's informed it. But the mainland Africa, it's all about, just like it is in Latin America, it's really about being in the right enclave because you need to have gated communities, your own security, etc., etc. The islands allow a bit more flexibility. So I like Madagascar, I like Mauritius or Ile de Maurice. It's helpful if you speak the language. Fortunately, I'm comfortable in French and I'm comfortable in Spanish, so it gives me more options. I like Cabo Verde and Madeira. You know, I come and go when it comes to Madeira, but basically the islands. And in Asia, I don't think there's anywhere else to be other than Singapore. So that's my bias.
It's true. I mean, Singapore, it's the place. Going to Africa, I will say, but put the finger on the point. It's like you don't want to be too much surrounded. And there is a country that, I mean, has a hype. It's Rwanda, and everybody is talking how safe is it, how clean is it, and it could be a very good. They even call it the Swiss of Africa.
Indeed.
And a very good opportunity. The only things is surrounded with Uganda, with DC, and there is some conflict on the border. So sometimes you understand that you have to be careful. But right now, yes, Mauritius, it's a very, very good option. Business-wise and residency-wise, actually. So yes, definitely I will follow this. The Mauritius idea, for sure.
Fantastic. Christophe, thank you very much for sharing some of your time and expertise. If people want to reach you, what's the best way to find you?
If you want to reach me, the best way will be on LinkedIn, also on our website, gold.com.
That's GAULD.com.
GAULD, exactly. Thank you, bro. GAULD.com. And AU is because this is the symbol of gold, actually.